in Dublin. Cé Mille Félise, I've heard, is what we say, 100,000 welcome is this year's conference. We have a very special guest here today, and I'd like to start with him. It's a little bit off agenda, but I am honored to introduce Minister Deenihan, the Minister of Art, Heritage and Gaeltacht. And he would like to say a few words of welcome to our group.
Welcome everybody. I feel very proud of you amongst all these women. I've never addressed a woman's audience before, a total woman's audience, so it makes me feel very powerful to have. So I'll stay up together as long as I can. I'm just delighted to welcome you here anyway. I understand you're from 25 different countries, and you're very welcome to Dublin at this time. I was just in America last week. I was in Atlanta and New Orleans, and honestly, I received a really warm welcome in both places. And again, it brought it home to me how welcoming American people are to us Irish when we visit them. And that doesn't go without being noticed. Our Taoiseach, as you know, was with your President yesterday, and obviously there is really very positive chemistry between both of them. And that great relationship between America and Ireland goes back a long time. Don't have to go back to the history of too much. But it started in the 17th century actually, when a number of Presbyterians at that particular time went to North America, and they became, and I met them last week, some of them the Scots-Irish. And then before the famine in 1845, 1 million people, Irish people, went to America at that time. After the Napoleonic Wars, there was a huge reduction at that particular time in the prices for agricultural produce, and as a result, the Indian population was increasing, and 1 million people went ever before the famine. They settled in places like New York and along the eastern seaboard, probably more than the mid or the western seaboard of the USA. And then obviously during the famine, about 1.5 million after the famine went to America. So all of these, I suppose, waves of immigration to America left a major connection between Ireland and the US. And at this moment in time, something like 40 million Americans claim Irish ancestry. So it's really the greater Ireland beyond, as we refer to it. And we do get, as you know, some really positive support from America in various ways. Just to remind you, every year 1 million American tourists come to Ireland. Over 1 million. We hope to get more maybe in the next year, because we have a major event here called the Gaeltacht next year, and we're trying to attract as many people with Irish connections as possible, and obviously people with Irish connections as well. And so that connection is very, very important. As you know yourself, a number of US presidents as well claim Irish ancestry, including Barack Obama. He's cousin is from Montreal. So when he introduced himself here in the College League last May, he introduced himself as Barack Obama from Montreal. And he had a great day. One day of his life in Ireland that he would forever remember. But just, as I say, that connection between Ireland and America is so important. And when you look at the contribution that women made to, I suppose, codifying that connection, it's very important. I'm aware in America of the great work that was done in the mission done in Battery Park. Some of you may be familiar with that. Between about maybe 1880 and And their names are there, I saw them where they have, some of you may have seen them, the sports scene, the lectures that are there, where they came in and where they're called, they're coming in. And one of those actually is the present speaker of the New York, Christine Glenn. One of them was her grandmother actually. She came down to see and she saw her grandmother's name there. So there's that great connection. Also, there were a wonderful group of nuns in Canada that looked after a large number of Irish people that went over to Canada as well at that particular time. So there's a great connection between both women and what they achieved for Irish immigrants in America during the time of the famine and since. So I'm just delighted that you're here, that you've decided on Dublin. It's your third visit here, I understand, and I would really like to welcome your international president, Deenihan. You're very welcome here. And in Germany, actually, comes is art, so it means art, I understand. So if I was in Germany, I'd be minister for Kunst. So there you are. Just from speaking to Jane Donnelly, who's coordinating this event, she was just enlightening me on the great charity work you do, the great philanthropy work you do, and also even here in Dublin that you are supporting very good projects now, hospice here in Dublin, and the amount of money you get through philanthropy for charitable causes certainly is considerable, and that alone I think should be recognised. Over the years I have collected money myself for various charitable organisations, but a lot of the time I see people that collect a lot of money, put a lot of their time into it, that sometimes they don't get that recognition. I know that's not what you're doing it for, but I think it's very important to recognise that. And that particular project that you have going in Cambodia, that whole water project is certainly a very important one. And already on my way in, I met your representatives in the UN, in the US Congress, so you're obviously a very connected, well-connected group as well. So enjoy your time here, Dublin is a great city to visit. As you know, it's full of culture. The national cultural institutions are worth a visit. Our National Museum, our National Library, and all the other institutions are well worth a visit. If you're leaving Dublin, if you want to really see something very special, at a very special place, you go straight to Kerry. That's right. All right, so we go to Killarney. So, ladies, I'm delighted to be here with you. I know you're going to meet some of our Senator Blanchett, for example, will be addressing you tomorrow. Both of us worked on a project actually last year, the year before, on women in politics in Ireland, and she was the coordinator of that project, and I was just a member of the committee, but we drew up a proposal on women in Irish politics. Also, our president, Michael Deenihan, who was, as you know, has been a great, I suppose, supporter of rights throughout the world, and rights for women as well, which is very important. So, you certainly have a great lineup of speakers that are looking at the profiles from at the top, I suppose, leading women in this country as opinion makers and so on. So you should have a very, very